Hey yo, what is happening guys? This is himalnaruto coming at you with another video. So today I got another great video talking about Final Fantasy 15. Now it's been a while since I spoke anything to do with Final Fantasy 15, but let's talk about the future DLCs. Now we know the future main story DLCs is going to be called the Dawn of the Future. It'll include episode Arden, episode Aranea, episode Noctis, episode Luna, not in that order, actually it's Arden, then Luna, then Aranea, then Noctis. But today we're going to be talking about the possible characters will join them in their own DLCs. So today's video is going to be about the Final Fantasy 15 Dawn of the Future possible characters that will join you on your quest. That is a long ass name, I'm gonna have to change that, but we'll figure it out. So the first episode of the lot is episode Arden. Now this will actually focus on how the gods and the Star Scourge formed. So actually this, we all know that Arden Izunia is one of the founding kings. He's not the OG king, sadly. That was his brother Somnus himself. So in his DLC we do not know who he's fighting. He did mention in Izunia, but who is Izunia? I believe that Izunia may be his father. But what if you had to fight his father and your partner out of all of it is none other than Somnus Lucis Caelum? So we do not know much about Somnus Lucis Caelum other than he was the founding king and he betrayed his quote-unquote brother. We all thought his brother was Izunia, but I came up with a theory that Izunia may be Arden's father, and his father was corrupt, trying to kill everyone. And so what if Somnus and Arden tried to battle it out with their father? And Somnus being in your party means that you will have one of the royal arms at your side, which is pretty cool. I mean, I do not know how we're gonna play as Arden himself. I mean, if he did have royal arms, if he is the original part of the origins of Insomnia, because Somnus being the first king and being the brother of Arden, that is big stuff. And we do not know if the brother and the brothers will fight, because I think that they will fight, but during the main story fighting the one villain, possibly their dad. Now I think that in most of the DLCs, yes, you had no one at the beginning, then you fight alongside someone, they join you, that's something. But in episode Ignis you did fight your partner, so I think that Somnus will be the partner that you will get to fight alongside you, as well as the character that will fight against you. But let's stop talking about Arden and let's get on to the next DLC. That of course being episode Luna. Luna is the character that quote-unquote, and spoilers for those who did not play 15, I don't know why you clicked on this video, but Luna died. Yes, Luna died, but within what we got from her DLC, simple explanation being that even death cannot stop her from her path. I believe that we will be entering the spiritual realm within Final Fantasy 15 as Luna Freya herself, as she is the oracle that connects to the gods and talks to the gods, just like how she spoke to the Titan as well as Leviathan, Ruma, to give Noctis his powers, to lend their power to Noctis. I think that within her DLC especially, we will be going into the spiritual realm, and there is a character that is very spiritually connected to the spiritual realm because spoilers again, she is a god, but also she is the somewhat royal advisor or royal best friend. I don't know, I actually kind of forgot, but she is very close to Luna Freya, and that person is of course Gentiana. So Gentiana, an amazing character. I think that she would be an awesome character to fight alongside with. Now in this DLC I do not think that you will be fighting the partner within the main story. However, I think that yes, maybe this will be the DLC that explains so much that has happened, possibly even more about the different stuff with Insomnia and all of that, even Niflheim, all of it. It'll be quite the emotional trailer, quite the emotional gameplay, quite the emotional DLC in general, and that is actually what I think will happen. But for now, Gentiana will be the partner for Luna Freya in her DLC. That is what I think. So let's continue. Next up is another character that is fan loved, that we actually want in Dissidia as well, but we're gonna keep away from Dissidia in this video, and we're gonna be talking about 15. So yes, this character is getting a side story. So the side story will focus on the Star Scourge and all that good stuff, and that character is none other than Aranea Highwind. So Aranea Highwind, you beautiful girl, let's see who can be your partners. I actually think that this will be the one and only DLC where you are going to be by yourself completely. I mean, I know it sounds pretty weird, but we know that from the synopsis of the DLC, it is stated that Aranea Highwind will be researching the Star Scourge from the Niflheim Empire. We're gonna be pretty much betraying them, I guess you could say, because Aranea did do that within the main game, and this was before she helped Prompto most likely. So honestly, I think that this is going to be a really hard choice, but I think that we do not need a character, but maybe hackers who actually joined Aranea Highwind, and that is of course Biggs and Wedge. Alright, Biggs and Wedge. That's it. And the reason being that Biggs and Wedge will be the hackers who will help you in your journey. So I think that if you actually had to think about it, Biggs and Wedge did join Aranea in her quest and actually left the Empire. So that's actually something pretty cool to actually think about. But let's dive into my boy, my main man Noctis. Yes, he's getting his own DLC in his own game. I don't know what Final Fantasy 15 is anymore. I mean, let's be honest, we even getting a Shadow of the Tomb Raider collab, but that's another video for another time. We're gonna be wondering what is going to be Noctis's DLC. Now we know that it's going to be with him fighting his demons most likely. So I actually got not one, not two, but three potential partners. So I'm gonna make Nyx Ulrich the first partner. Now I say Nyx Ulrich because he used the Ring of Lucis to fight of the darkness within the movie Kingslave. Now why do I say Nyx Ulrich? Because we know that Noctis was in the 10-year slumber to awaken the full potential of the ring. Now honestly, I don't think anyone would want to be partners with Nyx, or it would just sound a little bit weird. I wouldn't mind being partners with Nyx, it would be pretty cool. But at the same time, I don't think Nyx is gonna be too much of a really possible character. He may be, but it's very likely not possible. But Nyx Ulrich is an amazing character, definitely if he had more time, if he was in the game and not just the movie. Actually he was in the game, but we'll get to that just now. He's an amazing character, and it's not to say that Noctis and Nyx didn't meet, because they did meet. Now not in this picture, but it was stated that Nyx and Noctis did meet. And if Noctis was to use the power of the ring, that means that Nyx sacrificed his soul. Basically he sacrificed his life and gave it within the ring. So what if Nyx Ulrich fought alongside Noctis with the people who was corrupt to use the ring for his own potential thing? And seen later on by the final battle with Final Fantasy 15, you would see this Nyx Ulrich hanging with Luna and Regis, which is just crazy to think about. And I think that Nyx Ulrich is an amazing character. He's just very well overlooked. But let's go to the next character. Now she got her own DLC, and we know that she was the love interest of Noctis Lucis Kylum himself, as well as she had a dog named Prina and Umbra, and Gentiana was her servant slash best friend. It's Luna, alright, it's Luna. I don't know why I was pushing that so long, but Luna Freya, amazing character. Alright, she could actually help Noctis, because Hajime Tabata said that the Omen trailer happened. So what if the Omen trailer was actually the tease for episode Noctis way back when it first came out, and Luna was trying to save Noctis, yet Luna died at the end of that trailer by Noctis's hand. So what if this DLC actually shows the pathways, because we know that in episode Ignis there was a good and a very bad ending, but the very bad ending was of course canon, the very good ending not so much. But Hajime Tabata actually said that this will be a happier ending, so I think that this will be the Omen trailer, but instead of Noctis actually fighting Luna, he fights alongside her. Both of them, the lovers, actually fight side by side. They are reunited and fight the demons. Now, the last person who I think might be Noctis's partner is, of course, King Regis himself, Lord Regis, father of Noctis, Lucis, Kylum. He himself did say that he would have to take heed. He would have to tell his son to not be the king that he is acting like he was acting at the beginning of the game. And he grew up, Noctis, you could see, grew up. He took his father's words into inspiration, and Noctis himself being the person to actually take his father's advice, his father being one of the Lucis, the previous ruler of Insomnia, one of the rulers, he actually ended up at the end of the game showing that he's concerned. Now this is actually going to be something I feel that will be very emotional, because it would be a father and son bonding, but it will be the final time they actually see each other. And to think that Noctis looks so close to Regis in his 10-year jump is pretty insane. But of course, you know, Regis looks way more mature, but Noctis himself, I believe, is going to be going through an emotional roller coaster in this DLC, even if it's just Regis himself fighting alongside you. But I actually have this theory, whereas all three of these characters will be your partner, like in one part, like how in episode Ignis there was different chapters. In various chapters you will fight alongside Nyx Ulrich, in various chapters you will fight alongside Luna, and within the final chapter or final chapters you fight alongside Regis himself. Or maybe they can swap Lunas with Regis, because I don't think Nyx is a good character, but he's not one for the ending, because Regis was with Noctis till the very end of the game. Now honestly, these DLCs are huge stuff to think about, and I think that Final Fantasy 15's second batch of DLCs are gonna be awesome. But you guys let me know in the comment section down below, are you hyped for Final Fantasy 15's DLC Season 2? Who do you think are the characters that will team up with the different DLCs? Who will be your partners? Let me know in the comment section down below. Please like this video, helps me a lot. Share with friends because sharing is caring, and most importantly, subscribe to become a fellow Lightning Bolt. Anyway guys, that is it for this video, and as always, this is the Lightning 8. Blaze out.